Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Well, today I wanted to make some of these, expression, phrase, word sheets. um, This is one that so what I like to do, I guess I should should tell you from the beginning, is I like to cut out or tear out words or phrases, and then I glue them on a sheet, and then I photocopy the sheet and use it to cut out or tear out again. I find that way I don't have to do this so many times, but I wanted to make another one, a different one with different phrases on it. So basically what I do, well, first, hi. Hi, everybody. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. I just ran. Joey took the day off. He had doctor's appointments and stuff. And so for the rest of the day, he's been working on a project. So thankful for that. But I ran to the convenience store and got us a couple of slushies. He's been outside. And it's a little bit hot today. And then I just got one in support of him. So I got a slushie over here. But anyways, back to it. So what I do is I'll just cut out phrases, words that, I like. Oftentimes, we have our pages that we glue on. I always turn it upside down because sometimes I think they're naughty, but every once in a while you find a phrase or a word or something that you want to use, and so you can just cut that out. And then I just glue it on here, and I glue it on a coffee dyed, or you can use tea dyed or whatever you want. And then I photocopy it so I can use it over and over and over. But I wanted to make another one, so I'm going to set that aside. Now, I do have this candy box that has words in it that I've already done. So I like to distress them too. I didn't do that page distress, but I do like to distress them. I think it gives it a neat look, because what you'll do is, like these, I've already distressed them. So they're distressed here. Then you put them on here and make your photocopy. And then if you cut them out, you can distress again. And it kind of gives it a really neat shadowy look. So I'm just going to use some of them that I've done in the past and that are ready to go. And so I'll get ready to show you how to do that. But here's some that are just ready. This I think I must have, yeah. This is from a takeout. I don't even know where this place is. A takeout menu from somewhere. You can see I've got all kinds of different things. And like this, if I wanted to put that, but I didn't have room, I could, split it in half if I wanted to. But just all kinds of things. I get them out of magazines, old books, calendars. This one is off of, like a drink box or something. It's neat. Some of them I've actually done a little bit of fussy cutting. But, so this as an example, so I fussy cut it. I could do more, but so maybe I don't want to have to fussy cut it again. You know what I mean? Or I want to use it twice. Then I'm going to glue it on and just cut around it. So that's off of some type of a packaging. I don't know what. This is off of this is a branding strip. I don't know that I would copy that. I think I could just put that down. Anyways, that's the gist. So I'm going to just toss these in here. I'll give you a little look at some of the words. Here's encourage. These are little inspiration. While you're away. In a minute. Into the country. So All right, so there's those. I'll put this box together so I don't spill them everywhere. And then let's just get started. Probably just go ahead. Let's dump. I might not use all of these that are in here because I can see that I might not need them. Okay. What I like about doing these is, you know, I mean, there are some you can buy pre-made and they have stickers on them, like Tim Holtz and other companies do that, and those are convenient. But what I like about these is that you can kind of tailor it to what your, you know, your taste is. So for instance, I like cottagey, gardeny, stuff like that. And so I might find some that are like that. Or maybe you're doing a book or something. That's cool. Put that out there. I don't know. I must have just gone to town. I do have my little tweezers in case I want them, but I'm just going to start. And I'm going to use this just because it has that point tip. And I'm just going to start gluing them down. Some of them aren't words. I'm going to see what I want to do with those. Now, you could do, like, maybe what you want to do is designate one page for just garden and one page for holiday, like that's Christmas. I'll put that right there. That way, if I find more, I can put Christmas stuff in one area. You know, you could do it like that. And I have thought about that after I've done them. Oh, and so here's another thing. Like these weren't actually out of a book. These are stamped. So I've made the label like that. So I'm going to be using this one soon because I'm going to get busy on my mushroom journal soon. So I'm just leaving, you know, some space. And so this one's pretty, that says all my love. Who knows where these came from? What books? But I enjoy doing this. It's kind of like when you collage, you know, it's really, oh, there's another Christmas one. That's fun. It's kind of relaxing. It's kind of sweet. I don't even know. Can you see that? Let's see if I zoom in, if that's too far. How's that? Try to keep on camera this way. I don't know that we'll get the whole page done, but for the most part, these have all been distressed. This is off of I recognize the back of this book, although I think it's a stamp. That is off of a card of some sort. I'll have to use that for something else. Looks like these are just, some of these are some scraps. That's neat. This is out of a children's book. I find that I don't find, you know, that I don't find as many words that I want to use out of children's books. I don't know what the deal is with that. You would think you would. So anyways, that's what's going on. What else is happening? What else is happening? Joey and I were able to go for a walk together today. That's always nice. Went to the park and went for a walk. See, this is out of a book. And I try to get them straight, but if they're not straight, I just can't be bothered about it. You know, if I'm really concerned about it, then I can bust this up into 3 words and, do it that way on something. So yeah, we went to the park. It was beautiful. We went this morning before it got too super hot. It was about, it was in the 70s. And walked. It was super nice to walk with them. Kind of think about maybe that's what it's going to be like with retirement. When he retires, we'll be able to walk together and do all kinds of stuff together. Okay, so we did that. Came home. This last weekend when we went to Joey's folks, we went to a couple of flea markets. So I have some things that I need to wash and put away, hand wash and put away. So I've got those hand washed, air drying, so those need to be put away. Did a laundry today. I mean, it's just a putsy day for sure. Just a putsy day. That's another Christmas one. That's good. I'll just try to put the Christmas ones in a little area if I can. Some of these are just scraps that I what did I do? I distressed, can't think of the word we're trying to use, which is neat because then when I get ready to maybe put a number or something on it, I can do that, which is also something you can do. You can make some number ones. Hearth and Home. This is out of a book. I just try to leave enough space. Oh, so these would be like little tags. See how I did that? So these could be little tags on something. I'm still watching the portrait show on Prime. I love it. I love that show. Now, I think I told you before that, I mean, for the most part, it's completely G. But, being in the art world, there's sometimes where there's some painting of nudity. Not very often, but there's no notice about it. So if that's something that bothers you or you have littles, and you don't want to have a long conversation outside of just art, you might just be aware. So that's neat. It's a neat one. Book. It's a little bit crooked here. Trying to decide if I want to, I think I'm just going to trim it down. That one's not even distressed at all, which is fine. You don't have to, of course. And you can do the distressing if you want to do it in any color you want. I think I must have done these when the ink pad was really, really nice and saturated. Anyways, I just love that show, and I watch it any chance. Oh, here's some more. So it looks like it's out of a Dr. Seuss or something. I watch it any chance I get. So I get about half of one done while I'm eating my lunch. And then, you know, a little later I can maybe sneak part of it too. Look at that, how fun that one is. So cold outside. I'll put that with the Christmas ones. Extremely fond of these children. That'll be fun. Put on a tag somewhere. A tag, or, you know, if you have a picture of your kids, grandkids, put it with that. Bright-Eyed Little Fellow. That's another children's book. So that book had a few. Just don't normally find very many in children's books for me. Let's see. Any Day of the Week in 1819. That's fun. The ones that I cut out today are a little bit more garden-y and have some cottage sayings and things like that. I think one has some porch sayings. I mentioned this yesterday when I was doing when we went through the book and we put the pages, sewed them onto Coffee Dyed. I mentioned doing something with the words. Okay, that's more of a Christmas one. So even the throwaways, the pages that I already cut out, pictures, I went back and pulled some phrases and words off of it. So that's kind of a fun thing to do. I just sat in front of the TV. And another thing is, for me, I try not to read the lines of the book. I try to just look for the words. And then if I see a word that I'm interested in, then I'll read to see, is there more to that word that might be an interesting, like this, advertisements for the newspaper. I think that's a fun phrase. An interesting phrase. So here's another example. So there's a couple in here that are about children, and then there's this one about marriage. So you could keep a page of all about children, and you could keep a page all about weddings and things like that. And then when you go to do your journal, I'll save that so it's not quite done yet. When you go to do your journal, like let's say you're doing a baby journal or a bridal journal or something like that, wedding journal, then you can just go to that page and you already have it all ready to go. Petals, that's pretty fun. Sometimes I forget, we've been making cards and journal, tags and stuff. And sometimes I forget just how much putting one word or a phrase on can make that card have so much personality. Putting a label on is fun too, and a number for sure is fun. But this is out of a magazine. But adding just a word, As a matter of fact, if you were to copy this, you could add it into your journal, into your signature as a page, and then the person that's journaling could use this. So I think that's also a really fun idea. And I might just do that sometime. But I really don't want to cut this page because there's so many fun phrases, and I think I will use them over and over and over. So yeah, if you just need some time, just some gluing time, you know, kind of like how we, collage, spend time collaging, just so relaxing. This is also very, very relaxing. I shaded the wrong one, the wrong side. I must have been watching a show or something. I'll tell you the truth. I used to, a lot of these came from when I was working and we were working from home. If I was on a long call, and sometimes I'd be on a strategy call and they wouldn't need me until the very end, but I would be on the call, and you can cut and listen at the same time, and I would cut some of these out. I would do anything. It's kind of like a doodling, anything to keep my mind from going crazy. So sometimes doodling, sometimes fussy cutting, whatever. Then when we went back in the office, remember I told you that, for lunch I would go out in my car and I'd have my fussy cutting, my fussy cutting station all set up. Another thing that's neat is where you can find some neat things is like at the top of the page, it'll have the page, it'll have like what chapter, the title of your chapter, and then it'll have a page number. And I think those are kind of neat. You probably wouldn't need to do this to that because that chapter probably has multiple pages. That one's a little hard to do because my hands are all glued up. All right, we're getting there, aren't we? I hope this is something new for you and something fun for you to think about doing. Putting some that I don't have. You could obviously use your glue stick. I mean, I'm glued up to death right now, but I think I would be more glued up if I wasn't using this little bottle. Probably the bottle that has the syringe top would be amazing. Let's see if I can get a little bit of that off my fingers. Okay. It looks like this, I've gotten a lot out of either the same book or the same size font. Let's see if there's any. There's another book. Where's the ones I just did? That's what's fun, is to get, different fonts and stuff. But I do want to do this. I feel like I need to re-ink. I feel like I'm either re-inking or cleaning my glue bottle every day. Well, let's get a few of those done. I never mind if they bend and get wrinkled because a lot of times the ink just captures it better. Plus, you know, makes it look a little bit older. Plus, I'm going to glue it flat anyway, so. Okay. Let's do maybe 2 more. This was off of a calendar. It was a calendar that, I'm not sure what year it was, but on this calendar, it told you what the leap years were. I thought that was fun. All right, let's grab one more. And then when I'm done with this, I'll probably go and I will photocopy these, and then I have a little folder over here that says originals of things like this that I've done. And of course you could scan it in. My scanner doesn't work. It would be better if you could scan it in, but my scanner doesn't work very good. I haven't figured it out. But anyways, so then I'll put it back in my folder so I don't accidentally, you know, get crazy and cut into it. Well, once I get it photocopied, a lot of times I like to tear them out. So they kind of look like this with a little bit of a shadow in the back because you'll have the coffee dyed paper. I tell you what I'll do. I'll post on my Facebook, our Facebook, Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. I'll put pictures of the ones that we did yesterday with, you know, some of this on it, so you can kind of see what they look like. So even if you just have like magazines or even junk mail, sometimes they'll have some neat phrases in them, depending on what you're making, you know, what you're doing with it. I think I have enough for one. I think I have enough room for one more row. So let's do that. Okay. Yeah, something book. I must have torn apart like a guest book or something, I'm thinking. I'm not sure where that came from. Something book. But I like it. I like them. I like the font, the size of the font. It's a pretty quick little project. I need to go in and print Joey Cardmaker's mashup for September. Have you guys done that yet? I've got something in my mind. It's a repeat on my part, but I thought I would do something for some ladies I know. Now, I wonder if I have like, there's a little word. What's this word? See, like I have nurse. So if you knew a nurse and you were doing something. But I think I'm going to put this one, laugh. Right there. Okay. There you go. We did it. That's fun. Now, I did leave a little bit of space to go around. I wouldn't put them too super close. Unless you're going to cut them, then you could. But my thought is I might tear them. And then, of course, you could put in the gaps if you wanted to, you know. Okay, everybody, thanks. That's fun. Thanks for hanging with me. I hope you give that a try. I hope you look at your throwaway papers a little bit differently and maybe, you know, make yourself a little pile and sit in front of the TV or whatever, wherever you need to doodle, so to speak, doodle. Maybe you're on a long hold call and you need to, oh, I meant to do those Christmas ones. I'll put those in back in one of these little things. What's it say? Numbers and words, it says. This one's blank. Okay. Put these Christmas ones in here. All right. Hope you have a really great rest of the day. Hope you get a chance to doodle, cut, distress, tear, write, color, whatever. And don't forget, we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know you're so loved. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.